Hi, it's Adele. It's a little bit before 12 o'clock, so you can hang out with me. And if you get a chance, just type into the little message bar where you're from. That'd be really cool for me to know where in the world you are coming from. And I'm coming from the Sunshine Coast. The Sunshine Coast of British Columbia. This is Malaspina Strait. I am very grateful to live on the waterfront with my husband and my 2 dogs, and just I'm loving life. And what I want to talk to you today is all about loving life. Are you loving your life? Put your hand up. If you are, and welcome. Thanks for joining me. Or are you just living and, moving in and out of happiness? I know that you've experienced happiness before, and but there's, things happen in life, and you kind of wonder what happened to happiness, and are you really thriving? There's maybe something missing as we move through life and grow and age and evolve. So thank you for joining me. And today's topic is, are you living or are you loving your life? And that's the whole point, isn't it? That we really are loving this life that we are so lucky to have. And if I can just take a little second and tell you a little bit about myself. Welcome to Marie. Welcome, Mavis. Hi, Mavis. How are you? Nice to see you. So it wasn't always that way for me. I didn't always feel happy, even as a kid. I lived a really privileged life. And I remember this one time we were sitting at a cafe in Hawaii. And my mom and dad were sitting across the table from me. I was looking through the umbrella stand over little fruity drinks with umbrellas in them. And I just kind of was feeling like, I don't know, something going on in my head where I wasn't quite happy. So what's wrong with that? Here's a privileged kid sitting in the sun and still not quite getting it. But the thing about it is that continued through my life because my mind was learning a pattern of behavior to see life in a certain way, no matter all of the cool things that were happening around me. I always smiled at the right times, had lots of friends, had things going on, but underlying that little thing was a feeling of unhappiness. So what's going on there? Do you think you deserve happiness? And what if I said to you, happiness is a choice? And it is. So if you've been there, say you're happy, put your hand up. Not so happy, put your hand up. Feeling good, feeling stressed. All of that stuff is happening throughout our day. But it's important that we learn how to move through it and get us back into a state of happy. So what exactly is thriving and living the life that you love? Well, it's that you feel engaged in your life, that you feel energized, that you can actually take a full breath of air into your lungs because your chest cavity is relaxed, calm, and you have that sense of inner peace. You have that underlying knowledge. Intuitively, you know that everything is going to be just fine. Even if the has hit the fan, you know that overall everything's going to be okay. You can go to bed tonight, have a good sleep, so not feel stressed, not get anxiety in the pit of your stomach, and wake up feeling rested. Looking forward to your day. No matter what's happening, you have a plan and you're making plans for the best life that you want. So that is an indication that you are thriving. And if you feel like you're not thriving, put up your hand, because putting up your hand does something within the brain, and it tells you that you're willing to look in another direction. Because happiness is a choice and it requires an action plan. So if you want to thrive, put up your hand. And if you want to love your life, put up your hand, because it takes action to change our mindset to move us towards something. So moving us towards happiness. And what I'm going to share today is that the random thoughts that move through our mind become a mindset. So I'd like you to imagine you're in a skyrise building and it's nighttime, and you can look out the window and you can see the traffic below. And some of the traffic is going to the right, some of it's going to the left, some of it's going different directions. These, if you can imagine, are the random thoughts moving through your mind. And there's lots of them. Our subconscious mind works 400,000 times more faster than our conscious mind. Means 400,000 things can be processed through our mind every second. So that's a lot of data. But is the thoughts empowered or disempowered? Because that directly relates to the choices that we make. I always say to my grandson, good boy made a good choice. Good boy made a bad choice. So it's a choice that we make based on the random thoughts that are moving through our mind. And it also leads towards the words that come out of our mouth, whether they're positive or negative, the random words that we choose to describe everyday situations actually mean something. And they move us towards an action plan. Is the action plan positive or not? So when we want to empower ourselves, we want to move towards a goal of thriving, living our best life, and creating our own happiness. So I'd like you to imagine that you could be happier this afternoon than you were this morning. Does that feel good? Put up your hand. Because if we take one single itsy bitsy teeny weeny little step towards happiness, we get a big bonus. And that big bonus is, ta-da, that happiness is a profit generator. So if abundance, finances, and those kind of things are getting you down, it's a little bit to do with happiness, a lot to do with happiness. Did you know that happiness is actually why people go to war? People will rise up and do some pretty nasty stuff because they're either trying to maintain their happiness or to get it back. So happiness is not only a profit generator, it's what drives all of our behavior. And happy people have better relationships, earn more money, get more promotions, and are healthier. So you're doing something good for yourself, for your body, just by being happy. So if you would like to experience more happiness this afternoon, easy peasy lemon cheesy, then it's as simple as changing your mindset. Because people, happy people, think differently. They have different filtrations that are happening inside the mind naturally at 400,000 thoughts per second. And it determines how we see life. And one of the easiest ways for me to give you an analogy is you're looking for a new car. So you step up to your computer and you type in, I want a red, shiny sports car, because I think that will make me feel better, right? Cha-ching! And so what happens is that algorithm runs through the internet, and then all of these red, shiny sports cars keep showing up on the right side of your computer screen. So that algorithm also happens inside the mind. So when we are feeling unhappy, the algorithm is showing us unhappiness. Everywhere we look, we see it. Where if we're happy, we walking down the street and the algorithm's running and I see sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. It's exactly how it works. that just popped into my mind. Hope you appreciated that. So today, we're going to take a little baby step that will help to shift your mind towards an algorithm that will move you more towards happiness. So one baby step, not asking you to change your life, just to become aware of the thoughts that are moving through your mind. And by doing that, you switch something. It's like turning a switch inside your brain. These thoughts become the words that you use, become the action plan that you take. They're a reflection of the state of mind that you have and the physiology that's happening inside your body. So neuroscience teaches us, this is like hard science now, that our thoughts, the random thoughts, are mirroring the physiology that's happening inside our body. So are your thoughts happy? Are they vengeful, unhappy, discontent, irritated, impatient, not getting where I want to go? That is creating stress inside your body, and you can actually feel it. You don't sleep as well. You feel it in the pit of your stomach, or the way your shoulders turn in. It's an in-turning of the body. And you don't breathe as well. Like you don't take a full breath. Where on the upside, we look at compassion, generosity, gratitude, kindness, giving, loving, receiving, being kind to ourselves. All of that stuff makes you feel good because the physiology that happens inside your body is positive. It makes you healthier. So if you're feeling a bit stressed, check out the thoughts that are going through your mind and switch them. Today's lesson is awareness. Awareness of the thoughts that keep moving through your mind and are keeping you away from loving your life, living your best life, happy and thriving. So thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be online Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon, talking about different ways to empower yourself and for you to just love your life, to be happy and to thrive. And I thank you so much for joining me. And I'm going to stay online. I'm going to put my glasses back on so I can actually see who's here. And if, hi Mavis, and hi Alina. Thank you for joining me. So if you have any little questions for me of how to move through switching some of these negative thoughts out. Hi Trace. Thanks for the little reminder. Yeah. Awareness, you know, we quite often, and it's a natural way that our minds work. We're supposed to flow in and out of daydreaming, in and out of sort of processing and unprocessing. And then in a person who is really moving forward in life, we take that and we actually do something with it. If we're simply daydreaming, then we're just not, you know, empowering ourselves enough. Tracy, my dear friend, is one of these women who inspires me, because here she is living in Dubai, living her dream. And I admire that. I think that is what life is all about. You know, like she just picked up and she made it happen. And that is very cool. So thanks for joining me, Trace. Thanks for giving me a little bit of empowerment myself. And hi, Bill. Dino, haven't seen you in like 30 years, but so cool that you are online today. Love that. And anyway, I am just going to hang out for a few minutes, show you my view that I get to enjoy every single day. Malaspina Strait, Sunshine Coast, British Columbia, coming to you live on Facebook. You can pick up some of my stuff. I've got a free book, Happiness 10, on my website, lifecoachadele.com. And if you're around on Friday around noon, I will be back online, and hope to see you all then. Until then, I'm going to sign off.